Yo! Video games.
What up, dudes? Matt here from YoVideogames. One of the biggest games of the year, or in reality, one of the games that the most money will be spent promoting this year is Star Wars Battlefront, the long-awaited third game in the series that has changed developers and consoles over its long lifespan in development hell. Battlefield developers DICE look to finally be bringing the baby home, and it will be chock full of all sorts of fan service, on-foot and ship fighting battles, and of course, all the premium DLC content and special editions that the combined evil empires of EA and Disney can think of. One good thing that does come from all this exuberant expense in marketing is that both companies, as well as Sony, are very keen on getting lots of people playing the title rather than locking it behind closed doors for super serious, very professional only game journalists. Of the 3 available places to play Battlefront, Max and I went to the big tent just outside for some split-screen co-op action. Now, Max may hate split screen as much as he hates King of Fighters, but I am a product of the N64 generation, so this was like old times for me. In the demo, we got a look at a level that supposedly took place on Tatooine, though the story seemed to indicate Jakku more closely. Jakku being the desert planet in The Force Awakens and the first part of EA's plans to nickel and dime buyers with DLC. You see, you wake up as a downed pilot who the second player wakes, and you have to hold out on the planet as a Star Destroyer battles in the sky overhead with rebels. If you manage to succeed, the Star Destroyer crashes down onto the planet in the distance, exactly like the one shown in the trailer. As for the game itself, it plays like Battlefield first and foremost, so the general flow of combat is slower and more precise than the arcadey COD series. The secondary items confused me a bit, as you can use all 3 of them at any time with the L1, triangle, and R1 buttons. I assumed you cycled them with the L and R buttons, but in actuality, you press any of the 3 to use the corresponding item. This ranged from a cluster grenade to jetpacks. The mission was a variation of wave mode, where you had 6 waves of enemies that come after you. Some of the waves require you to race to a downed escape pod and capture it and hold it for the duration of the wave. The enemy AI was pretty movie accurate. Storm and Sand Troopers couldn't aim for shit. Only Red-tinged Troopers posed any threat. Scout Troopers did have a tendency to run away more and were harder to hit. A couple times an AT-ST was sent after you, and with the demo difficulty, it's not hard to see how the Ewoks were able to take a couple of these out. Even in split screen, the game is gorgeous and really embraces its Star Wars aesthetic with its Battlefield controls. The sound effects were spot on, and it was cool having Admiral Akbar belt commands to you, even if the voice wasn't movie perfect. Seriously though, how the fuck is it that so much money is spent on these Star Wars games and none of the characters ever sound accurate? Overall, I was impressed and would like to play more. I am also very fond of the fact that Battlefront seems to follow a trend Disney has set forth of bringing back the original films and hardly mentioning any of those weird-ass fan films with nothing but crappy CG. Oh, and just for fun, here's me flying an X-Wing. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you on the channel. Later, dudes!